Okay, this is the Lucky Day podcast, and I would like to apologize. It's been a minute since I've recorded, but I have been a little bit sick. Some type of flu or something. I've been down for 2 weeks. I'm actually still down. But today, my father invited me over for dinner, and the rest of my family's here. So I decided to do something different and have everybody else on here with me. I got my pops in here, my mama, my niece, my sister, my other sister, my nephew, and my auntie all up in here. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to start with my dad. Go ahead.
Marky Baby Sr.
And who else we got?
Oh my gosh, I live with that every day. Hi, this is June speaking.
And June, what are you? What are you to me?
I'm your mom, but he's always called me mama. Everybody else calls me mom,
okay,
but he calls me mama.
Because I like that.
Hey.
I'm Jordan.
Okay, and Jordan, what are you?
I'm Denise.
Yeah, you my niece. Keep going.
I'm Misha 08, his big sister.
Hi, Misha.
I'm his real big sister, Janae, a.k.a. Tay Boogie.
She almost forgot. Why are you Tay Boogie?
I don't know. It sounded cool.
Like everybody else has names. But this is your girl, Charity E. I'm the baby sister and the favorite of the family.
She's trying to talk like she's been on the radio.
I'm the nephew, DJ Trey Nice. I have a quick question. Where'd you get 08 from?
Yes. Where did you get 08 from?
Misha.
Because you didn't.
I know the answer.
She didn't graduate in 08.
Because I left corporate America in 2008 and I named my company after the year, well, you know, I left.
Oh, good for you.
Very good for you.
It's twofold. And because Kobe Bryant used to be number 8.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
She did.
Like Kobe Bryant.
Oh my gosh, she was in love with Kobe.
She only liked Kobe because Brandy liked Kobe and everybody used to say she looked like Brandy.
Who looked like Brandy?
Ooh.
They're not even the same complexion.
It was the eyes. It was the
okay.
My
eyes.
name was Moesha. I was
Get to
Misha,
talk.
Kamisha.
Okay.
Mo
Yeah.
to the...
Yeah, you got to
E
take
to
the
the-
microphone if you want
Oh,
to talk.
yeah,
to them
because her name was
They're new
Moesha
for-
and I grew up in Firemount. I was like the only black girl, so they were like, Momo. Moesha.
Kamisha lied.
Well, we all.
No.
It's not, Mom. No, Mom.
I've never, no, seriously, I've never
Joseph,
told
what do you
anyone.
think about interracial dating?
This is my nephew. What do you think? Talk to him, nephew.
Well, for me, I love all colors, but I prefer black women.
Why?
I feel like they can actually understand you. So if we get in the car, we get.
You talking about that's fake? You fake. You want the booty.
What?
He ruined it.
No, go ahead. No, finish. My
You
bad.
know, Pastor Carter
Wait,
told
Mama, hold on,
us
Mama,
no
wait.
judging today. No judging.
Wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like black women can actually understand black men. You just gotta they come with everybody comes with baggage, but it's black women, they strong. I just feel I appreciate.
I can't lie. I felt that way because I was dating a white chick, and when the whole kneeling and stuff was going on, there was a definite disconnect there. Like they didn't understand it, and then it just gets awkward in the room. Or if OJ Simpson comes on TV, everybody looking at each other kind of sideways. It's like
OJ did it.
It's a big elephant in the room.
Yeah, it's just like when we was in elementary school and they had slave videos come on. All the
Right,
white people
everybody look at you.
and be like, okay, all right, this is getting weird.
Or you know what? Or like back in Marcus High School when they would come in, they do the lice check and be like, "Oh, Kamisha, you can leave the room." Like, why won't y'all check me for lice?
Because you didn't have lice, Kamisha. Did you want to be checked?
You can go outside.
Is that just the wives' tale? Do black people get lice? Why do they say black people get
Okay,
lice?
so black people don't get lice because our hair isn't clean. We have a lot of oil in our hair. So white people wash their hair more often than black people do.
Wow.
So lice lives in cleaner hair.
Why is our hair not clean?
We don't wash it all the time. We need oils and stuff to make it grow and moisturized.
You know why? Because our black is beautiful.
Back in the day, we only got to bathe once a week.
No, Dad.
We're not putting it out. Who is we? What
Seriously.
we? Give him the microphone.
Y'all know.
Give him the microphone.
Our dad
Give him the
He's on
microphone.
medication.
The microphone.
Who is we?
We really had a rough time coming up. So,
As in your family, growing up in Denton, Texas, right?
yes, my mom raised 9 kids.
Yeah. How many brothers and sisters you got?
9.
Uncle Win, Aunt Marty, Aunt Karen, Aunt Ann, SL, Robert Lynn.
They probably don't
Uncle
want you to
Richard.
name their names when their brother just said we bathe once a week. Like they really don't want to be associated with that. Seriously, you
Acted.
Cannot believe we are having this conversation.
No, give Dad the microphone one more time.
No,
Dad, give him the
no.
microphone one more time. How many people lived in that? Because we used to go to that house, Charity. How often? We went a lot. Do you remember the first house? It was
I
seriously.
think there's only 2 rooms in
It
there.
was seriously a shack.
No, it was 1, 2.
It was 2 rooms.
It was 4. It was 4 rooms. It was 4.
No, like 2 bedrooms.
2.
There was 2 bedrooms. How many people lived into that?
And there was 1 bed in the dining room.
How many people lived in that house at one time?
6.
I love that house though.
Yeah.
It was.
I still don't know where the bathroom is, though.
Don't know where the bathroom was.
They had a nerve to have a dog.
I used to say, white people don't want to hear this, but I told them that black people, we just start getting along with dogs. Before, dogs were tied to a tree,
Yeah, we didn't have dogs at one
and
time.
you threw them scraps, right? Like King.
King, Johnny.
I didn't say Johnny.
was always tied to that tree.
Kamisha, you didn't know Johnny?
Yes, I did.
But Janae's the first to transition. She's the first one to have a dog out of all of us.
How they treat Peanut?
Jeanette-
They treat Peanut like trash.
He is so pampered. Okay, so maybe he only gets walked like 3 times a month, but he runs outside every day. He
What?
runs outside
He sleeps on a
every
bed.
day.
He sleeps on a
He
bed.
sleeps on a bed, undercover. He gets fed
He eats
every
human
morning. And
Bottled
You're not supposed to be eating
He
human
drinks
food.
bottled water.
Bottled water.
So why didn't we have dogs growing up, Mama? My mama don't like dogs. My dad wasn't too. Is it because you were scared? Yeah. Why can't?
No, it was. I think the question was, why didn't we have a dog? Because it was either children or a dog, and I had 5
right, you
kids.
have
are legit scared of dogs.
Terrified.
No, I don't really like dogs, but I've always said it was like Mark always wanted a dog, and I said, honey, it's either a dog or children. We can't get rid of the kids, so we can't do a dog.
I don't feel like that's how the conversation went. I think it went, we not getting no dog.
I don't know how.
That's the truth.
That's how that conversation went.
But all y'all scared of dogs? That's just fine. Kamisha, pass the phone. Kamisha, you scared of dogs? No.
She's terrified of
microphone.
dogs.
Okay, Marcus ask me a
I
question?
did ask her a question.
And the answer to that question is, I don't like anything over 10 pounds.
That's not a dog.
Okay.
So you like chihuahuas. You like fish.
She likes
She likes fish.
Anything I can put in my Louis bag.
Okay.
What Louis bag?
Baby, I got to.
Don't throw shade.
I pay for both.
Are they real?
Gotta hear my niece just asked are they real. My niece just asked are they real. All right, Kamisha, we were talking about something earlier. You said you have anxiety, right? But you had to give her the microphone. That's fine. Do you not want to bring that up?
Okay.
It's anxiety. You said
I have anxiety
That's
about
nothing to
talking
be
about
wor-
anxiety.
You know what I have an anxiety of? I think y'all say I don't answer the phone. I have an anxiety of picking up the phone. I think it's a true sickness.
What?
Really?
I think so. I get weird when it comes to answering the phone.
Do you feel like you're gonna get bad news?
I don't know if it's bad news. I think it's when at one point in time I wasn't paying stuff. I couldn't pay for stuff. And maybe that's why.
Oh, so the phone wasn't ringing.
No.
what do you mean?
Meaning the bill.
You got jokes so like the phone was off.
Bill collectors, girl. Bill collectors.
Like
He
so
was scared
you
of-
say you think you got your anxiety from mama.
100%.
But what was she like from what?
I think Mama, she's just anxious
Mama used to
person.
have panic attacks.
Yeah,
but she
she
got rid of
did.
that.
Yeah.
And what,
I think it could be genetics.
Hey, Mom, could you explain how you got over that?
Hers is like over after she had jaw postpartum. I think.
So you blaming it on me and Charity?
No, at one point I was losing a lot of friends, and they were extremely young,
That's
and
what it was,
so
I
I had a lot of anxiety, and I just had to walk through that. Like every 2 years, I was losing a friend. Someone was really, really close to me or a family member. So I did develop some. Yeah, I was like they passed away. My friends were passing away very young, like 30 and under. And people that you love, your grandparents. And so I think I just developed anxiety from that. And I didn't realize, and this is something I realize now, it can be passed on. You know, it's just like any type of other feelings that we may have. If you have fear, all those things are spirits. So I just kind of developed this spirit of fear about life and our mortality, all those types of things. So how did I get over it, honey? Jesus. Was the little girls always say Jesus?
So I always preach
Jesus. That's how I got
I
over
have
it.
any anxiety. I remember when I was small, and the bill collectors would knock on the door, and my mom would say, I'm not at home. And then I go to the door and say, she said she's not at home.
And that's where I got mine from, because I realized it's so much easier not to have worries. So I think I took a little bit away from dad, even though mom will give you the like, I was afraid to sit on the back of a plane, and I had no idea why, but she would just say, don't sit on the back of a plane. So
And getting on the small planes,
and
too.
getting on small planes, and there was nothing wrong with it. I mean, once you realize there's nothing wrong with it.
Actually, the safest place on an aircraft is at the back of the aircraft. Your
Now you know
engines,
that.
your engines are on the wing,
I'm
so
just-
the safest place
I'm just
really
saying
is
that-
at the back of the aircraft.
Yeah, we would just take a little bit of stuff from mom, but I'm glad you got over your whatever that fear that was.
for you.
Well, I mean, I've always been claustrophobic, and then
Kamisha
to
is
this
too.
day, but I've gotten a whole lot better. I've gotten a whole lot better with that. And then you just overcome your fears. You overcome your fears by doing it. You know, you do. That's how you overcome your fears.
Yeah, gosh. Don't talk about Kobe, though.
But they still, Kamisha and Janae still are very panicky, which I'm trying to get them to get rid.
Hold on. We
Like,
can
like
talk
when,
about
like
my
I went to
claustrophobia.
I went to the hospital for, what was wrong with me, Janae?
Oh,
I felt the chest pain, and Janae questioned me, the doctor, like 50,000
Because
times.
Marcus does not ask questions. Okay, so I did
'Cause
suffer
everything-
from anxiety. I've gotten a lot better because what I've learned is life is going to throw you curveballs. And what helped me were seeing a few friends whose family members had, like, for real nervous breakdowns. And they're just because of the stresses of life. And so I realized I did not want that type of break from reality. So I started journaling. I started, just doing different things, more prayer. But still, this is what don't call me at a 10, which I sometimes call Kamisha.
You
That's
call
it.
everybody
Everybody
out.
on the team.
But it freaks me out. Like if somebody was like, "Oh my God, guess what happened?" And it could be something like, nothing. But I always go to the worst. So I tell people I'm a recovering.
You are usually in
anxiety attack.
at your workplace. You're usually in a position of leadership. How do you handle it there?
I handled it better at work.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't
handled
understand.
it
How does it not
better
transition
at
to everything
work.
else?
I think it's family.
Family stuff.
I don't want it to, anything to happen to my family. But I don't like those we need to talk conversations. I don't like any of that. Just
But you gotta
tell
have
me.
those. Right, I understand.
Just tell
I
me.
hate when people say that.
Just
Can,
tell me.
can we talk later?
Charity,
It's
what?
like,
Charity, what are you?
do you mean,
really
what
don't
am
say
I?
much. Do you panic or no?
No, I don't stress. I don't panic. None of that.
Yeah, we usually pretty chill.
Charity makes
Yeah.
jokes out of stuff that you shouldn't make jokes
Charity,
out of.
yeah,
Right.
I think that's how Charity handles it. Charity handles it more as in a joking way. 'Cause I think that's always been that way. Well, hand it to Jordan real quick. Jordan, how are you coming from your mom when she panics? Do you panic much?
Yes.
You do? Yes,
Yes.
You are that way.
Yes.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, Trey.
I don't really panic. I think I tell my mom I don't worry about anything, but I think I get it from Marcus though because
Right.
when stuff happens I don't panic like at all. Like I just
There's just no point. The thing is, I always took away. We went to church and they would preach this all the time. If you're gonna pray, don't worry. I'm like, y'all went to church and I'm the one that takes it all away. Y'all go to church way more than me, and y'all say put your trust in God, and then like y'all have a little fear in that. That's what I think.
But
That's why
it wasn't that wasn't anxiety. Doesn't necessarily mean fear. It just means that it just
worry.
No.
Pray, don't worry. Worry, don't pray.
Yeah, no.
No. Anxiety is definitely worry. It is something that when you don't have control over a certain situation or you are anxious about an outcome, it is the exact same thing. Anxiety
we
and
still all
worry
have
go
it.
hand in hand.
But worry and fear is different.
Yes.
worry
It's
and
somewhere.
fear is different.
Yeah,
but
so
they
it
all
wasn't
run the same
it wasn't any fear. It's just that you have to be very careful, and this is what I tell you all the time: what you see, what you hear. We call them your gateways. So how things are coming to your gateway, and so when you're processing that, and I was very young in my faith when I was losing all of my friends. So it was steps. It's like baby steps. You grow in God. As Janae said, you journal. I learned to do all those things as I was coming through all of those things.
What are y'all laughing at? I was
I
Oh
think,
no, that makes sense. Though.
Yeah, it makes sense, and I think I agree with my mom when she says that they're close related. I think they both correlate with each other, worry and fear. 'Cause if you worry too much, you'll start overthinking, and then you become fearful of a situation. So me, I don't worry about anything. If my account is below $20, I still don't worry.
I don't.
So like it always my account is not below $20 by the way. Not at all. But I'm saying worry is not gonna get you anywhere. And I read in the Bible it says worry is from the enemy. I forgot what chapter it's from, but worry is not from God actually. Worry is a flesh. You feel it in your flesh, everything. That's not heaven sent.
Word, fear.
That was
Trey Nice.
God has not given us a
went
spirit
through.
of fear, but a power, love, and a sound
That's what I
mind.
always say. I think I have like 3 verses that I always say.
Well, when I
That's
jumped
one.
out of a plane, I mean, at that point, I wasn't worried. I had already jumped.
You had already jumped in. Exactly. The thing has already happened. There's no point of even complaining or being worried about it. That's
Right.
what I always believe.
I feel like once you make up your mind, you should just stick to it.
Right.
Hold on, I just want to add this. The reason why I have claustrophobia, like severe case of claustrophobia, is because Janae and Jamon, which is my older brother, would lock me in my parents' bathroom at our very first house.
But why would we lock you in there though?
I don't remember, but listen, they would lock
She
me
was
in
the
there
devil.
till mom and dad got home with the lights off. I didn't know I could get out, but they locked me in there.
Sure did.
So you went locked. It wasn't locked.
No, I think they put something on the door.
We would tie the door.
Yeah.
We would tie
They-
the door because
they were
Kamisha was
evil.
an evil child.
No, I wasn't.
She has a little
She
evilness in
wouldn't.
her.
You couldn't
She's
sit
a
on her
sweetheart, but she's a
bed.
little evilness
You
in her.
couldn't. She would get off of my bed.
Kamisha wouldn't let me touch her till I was like 15. Don't even.
She was just like a holy terror, and so we would terrorize her right on back.
Kamisha wasn't an evil child. Kamisha was a very spoiled
No, she
child.
was evil.
Evil, spoiled.
From the place of a mother.
She was spoiled.
She was evil.
Well,
She was spoiled.
do y'all think we were this or we were as close when we were all in the same house?
What do you mean?
Well, since I had y'all all the time, I felt like y'all were closer to me.
I think we were closer to Janae at a younger
We
age.
were all close to Janae.
Right.
No, Kamisha would never be at home.
Kamisha was with me.
She was with you. You were with mom all the time.
She was the
we
baby.
would love for her to go, but then I would get stuck with Marcus and Charity.
Y'all want to know why?
What you mean stuck with Marcus and Charity?
I mean, I didn't have a choice.
Y'all want to know why?
I was a built-in
My older
babysitter.
brother and older sister are a year. Well, we call them the ghetto twins. They're like a year apart. Then Mark and Charity are a year apart, and then I'm 4
That's
years
why me and
between
Charity-
them.
that's why
4
me
to
and
8
Charity
years
were
between everybody else.
Kamisha always
So I
thought
was.
she was adopted.
I was. Yeah.
Classic middle child.
It's all coming out right now. You
Because
sound like
Jamon
you-
said I was adopted, and then they used to lock me up in class. That's why I have anxiety.
It's counseling, guys.
You sound like you need to get it all out. This ain't no counseling session on
So I
the
was a
day
middle
part.
child. I think that's why me and Jaden get along. You know. I understand.
Do y'all get along?
But Janae and Trey,
yes.
are close,
Who?
right?
Who are close?
Janae and Trey, right?
Oh yeah, I call my mom every day.
Yeah.
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 Now me and Joseph are the tightest.
Yeah, I call Kamisha too.
Me and Marcus looked at each other.
We have text messages.
Okay, everybody has text messages.
I think that all the kids are as equally as close to everybody. I feel like with Joseph and Jaden.
Oh, your kids.
Yeah, my kids. I'm
your
sorry,
kids. Yeah,
my
for
kids
sure.
with y'all.
I don't call people much, but I feel close.
Marcus, you don't return a call. You don't answer a call.
I told you.
Every time Marcus calls me, I think it's on accident.
I told you. I think it's an anxiety thing. I don't know why I don't pick up the phone.
Like when you send
text
your
me.
mother to voicemail, like the phone ring today,
Mama,
and
you
you
send
said
us to voicemail
all
all the
the
all
time.
the time.
All
I do
the
it all the
time.
time.
But mama, when you call me, what do you want?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just text me. Hey, I'm gonna come by.
And then, no, this is how Marcus starts all of his text messages with me. This is how he does it.
Mama,
Mama.
because I want to make sure you gonna answer first.
And then I said, yes, son. And then he continues on, but that's how he starts. Like he's talking to me on the phone. Mama.
Marcus be leaving me on red like an ex-boyfriend. Be like, all right, great, Marcus. I'm glad
Charity,
you read
why
it and didn't
can't I?
respond.
So Charity, why
wait,
can't
wait.
I go to the movies
Yes,
with
Jenny,
you?
Jenny, mama.
We're not
I want to get into
We're
that.
not revisiting
doing
it.
Why can't
But
I?
will say that Marcus normally answers my text messages or phone calls because I don't always call. So I think he answers because maybe something's wrong. He
I
may think
don't
something's
always call.
Mom, you call us. If
I
we don't
call
answer the
you.
first time, you will call right back.
wrong. Janae, have you talked to Charity?
That is my biggest pet peeve. Like, if I don't answer, don't call me right back.
Right, I'm doing something.
I'm doing something.
Are you okay, child? You didn't call me. It's been 3 hours. Don't get started on dad. You ain't checked on your dad.
That's all Dad calls me. Say you ain't checking.
But that's because we talk every day, and there's nothing wrong with checking in with each other every
don't
day.
think so.
We live in
No,
a
we
crazy
should.
world,
I-
and you you need to check in all the time. So
have a
we
whole
just
group
we
chat.
just we have a whole
How do
group.
you?
That I'm not in.
How do
I agree
y'all-
that I should.
What's a girl
It's a
group chat?
girl. It's a girl.
Oh, well, I agree that I should check in more. So I apologize. I will get better starting from
Oh, I
today.
just want to say that about that, and you can go on to your next topic. So, any female that's listening to this podcast that's dating, talking to, entertaining my brother, it's not just you. He don't talk to nobody.
Oh, this has gotten weird.
Shade.
But I was
Shade.
going to ask Joseph and Jordan, Joseph and Jordan.
Niece and nephew.
Because y'all, there's only 3 of y'all and there's 5 of us.
Okay.
Is it weird that you only have like 2 other people to call if you need something?
No, well, Jaden sometimes answer, but like, I mean, if I don't think they can really like, I don't know, like, I think they call me if they really need something. Like, Jay would call me, ask for $100 or something like that. But Jordan don't ever call me.
What am I gonna call for?
See,
You
so-
call me.
She live in the house still.
But I think but having 2 people to call, I mean, I really just call my parents if it's like something like that bad. So I don't think they're old enough yet to actually be like, hey, I need help with this and this and yeah. But I don't think I felt it yet. And my mom does not return calls. If she says she's gonna call you back, I think that's where I get it from.
You do the same thing.
Because I don't call back and I don't say bye on the phone.
I don't say bye on the phone either.
Did I just hear people say that I didn't call back?
You
and
don't
you just
call
said
back
that
either.
you just said your mom don't call back, but everybody want to squeeze
No,
me?
you don't call
Nobody
back.
calls back.
Oh, wow.
No, that's
Mom,
just
you do not call back. Ever.
that's just what people do. We don't call back.
I don't say bye on the phone either. I think I get it from y'all too.
Oh, none of us say bye on the phone.
I
say bye.
Oh my god, I hang up on so many
I do too.
people.
I do not.
Hey,
They got
excuse
that
me,
from
Mike
me.
Hogg. Jordan was about to say something.
What was she
I
gonna
say bye.
That's all you want to say.
With your brother.
I don't say bye. I
know.
just hang
That's
up.
That's what I want to say.
I just hang up.
How's the relationship with like us? That's what my mom
How
said.
does it feel to have 2 older brothers?
It's my niece
I
talking.
mean, normal.
See?
I mean,
She's like Charity.
You
She's
feel
exact.
like you feel like safe, like or
yeah.
like
I mean, y'all ain't really home.
She's exact.
Yeah.
She's the exact same as Charity.
I don't know how y'all want me to elaborate.
That's a Charity.
Basically, if there was a boy messing with you, you could call Trey and be like, Trey.
Trey,
I'll be
Jay.
like-
Like,
quick.
yeah, you already know he gonna be there. I think the reason why you don't miss him as much because he's at home like every weekend.
well, before I went home last week, when was the last time I was home? Before I went to the fair, it was like a month and a half.
But what we were just talking about, that's a weird dynamic. You say you don't say bye on the phone.
I don't.
As close as we are, we don't say I love you much.
No.
I say it.
To
We
who?
say it to us. So
Yeah,
I
I
say-
say
with
it.
my kids.
I say it to JJ.
I do it with my
I
kids.
say it
'cause
to
it's not
Mom.
something that we do normally. We do say it like, okay, so what we do is we have this thing said, love you, mean it.
Love you, mean
but
it.
growing up, it's not that we didn't know our parents didn't love us. It just wasn't a part of our
Right.
dynamic when we were younger. So the way we show our love is we just show up for each other.
Right.
So that's like,
Like the only time I think Kamisha said, like we said it after she did something for me. I think we said it back to each other. I think Charity had a bad dream.
Birthdays.
I told her not to worry about it, and she said, "Love you, big brother." And that was like, but it's very rare.
It's because I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we use the word, but we know. Like
Does
we
it
don't
feel-
have to say it, but we say it on Instagram.
We say it via text and not in real life.
Is-
We did.
is that-
We started something. I think because Kimmy liked. I think the way Chris used to say, or the girls used. Yeah, Chris Jenner used to say, "Love you, mean it," or something like that. So we kind of started that, like "Love you, mean it."
So does it? I mean, what is that? Is that an issue? Is that like something that we?
It's not an issue. You have to. Things are passed down.
No, not taking love you.
No. We came through a generation that it wasn't just always said in our home. So things are passed down. Like you learn to say it. My father did not talk a whole lot, but we all knew that he loved us. My mom was very vocal. My father was the provider. My mom was the domestic person. So it was like she was a disciplinary. So we didn't have a whole lot of "I love you," but we knew that our parents love you. So it's just like you
that
kind of
pa-
pass
that-
it. You
that
kind
was
of
passed
pass
down to you,
down.
and you saying that was passed down to
Yeah,
us?
it was kind of passed down, and then as we came together as a family, then you get to know what your children's needs are, and for you, it's something different. Each one of the
So
y'all
you're
are
saying
different.
that you didn't have to tell us you loved us?
No, it was just something that we just never said.
Y'all feel like y'all needed that? I never really felt like I needed it. I mean, I feel like I knew.
I mean,
Charity,
we
you?
hugged, we kissed, we hugged,
think
we
it just really
touched, we
depends
on- That's not
kissed, we
necessarily true. I
hung
don't-
out,
What
but
ends up
I just
becoming-
didn't
I
say
don't
it.
remember hugging y'all when I was younger.
We
do now.
we always hugged.
Okay.
It was just that one time when you came in the house and we sit you down
hug you
like
all the time.
Bill
And I didn't-
Cosby.
I didn't
and-
smoke. They said I
Yeah, you
smoked
did
that day, and I
smoke.
didn't
You
smoke.
smoked that day. You had smoked. You
Give
smoke.
the mic to Jordan. What, Jordan?
Yeah, do y'all hug Jordan?
No.
Yes, we do. And I try to hug Jordan. You know what she says?
Oh,
Mom,
yeah, I don't like her.
touch
I don't
me.
like being touched.
Mom,
Oh,
please
see,
don't touch my
so
face.
you already
Mom,
complaining
please
about
don't
nothing.
touch
No,
my
but
hair.
in Charity was
But
the
I
same
tell her
way.
I love her all the
Who was
time.
that? Charity would not let you hug. You try to hug Charity, she put. She still does that right
that's
now.
what all
She's
kids
like,
do in-
"Don't touch my face. Don't touch my face."
Somebody touched my face last night. I almost snatched the edges
Kamisha
off.
would be going like, but she really wants you to hug it, so you have to go grab the hug. You know.
No,
So
Kamisha didn't let me
the
touch her when I
only
was young.
person. Honestly, the only
Jamon.
person who's always says "I love you" is Jamon.
Jamon.
He says that out of
He's-
habit.
no. He always gonna say "love you, mom." He'll just call say, "I love you, girl."
Well, me and Mama say it now.
Yeah, I mean,
When?
All the time
all
on
the
the phone.
time.
We do.
Who says it first?
It doesn't matter. Well, what's just
You never say it to me. That's why.
It done came out a little.
You
Shade.
better start.
Shade. Because when you're gonna try to hug, don't touch my face. Don't.
We're
Yeah,
not talking about
yeah,
hugging right now. We're
yeah.
talking about
Hugging.
words of affirmation.
Yeah, Chet,
Words of affirmation.
Chet, I think you set that tone.
Yeah, you set the tone.
You come off like you don't
love you,
want
Mom.
that, which I think you need to
I
start
have
saying.
feelings.
Listen,
Well, you-
Charity
but you-
will
I have
FaceTime you,
feelings.
and then the moment you start talking, you're talking too much. She's like, okay, bye. Like she's really like she
They
controls.
just go
what-
off on these tangents. I'm like, okay, this has gone too
Okay,
far.
I'm busy. I'm working.
Yeah,
This is what Charity says when you say, I love you. She goes, okay, love you, bye.
yeah, I think she thinks it's awkward. She doesn't like that. I don't think she likes that
likes it.
stuff,
Okay,
but
so
she
now-
does like.
But now that we know that you like it, maybe
Should we start
should
saying
start
it?
saying it. Okay.
Everybody said
try.
now.
No, wait. Let's try. Let's try now. All right.
Okay.
All right, Mom, the Charity first.
Love you, Charity.
That wasn't real.
See, Charity, but she said it. She said it, and you didn't even want to take it.
This
See?
is forced.
No, it
forced.
was.
It
See,
feels like
I'll say
fake.
it.
It's the,
I love Charity.
okay. No, say it.
I love you, Charity.
Oh, thanks.
See, Charity doesn't take it well.
That's your
Told
truth.
you, Charity.
Can I just get one with my emotions? Gosh.
Charity and I are both Libras, but we act nothing alike. It's really
Kamisha said. Me and Kamisha have said it before.
Love you,
Y'all
mean
can't
it,
make a
Charity.
Charity,
love
can you
mean
say it back?
What?
Love you,
Say it
mean
back.
Oh, I love you.
Love you, mean it.
Charity doesn't like
I've
it.
never heard Charity say that.
Charity don't, but she wants to say it.
You know what? I think what happened. No,
Mama hogging the mic in there with everything.
no.
Please pass the mic.
Please pass the mic.
No, I think so. Who's silent in the room that nobody knows is my sister Marilyn, and my sister Marilyn always told her.
Hey, Merlin tells me I
She
love you all the
always-
time.
She's
I say I love you.
But
to
you know what? But Marilyn has always been like the maternal one. I was not that way. That just wasn't me. I was like,
I mean,
I
we
was
didn't
the
wanna
mover,
put
the
you out there
shakers,
like
just
that.
kind of. I will not. I'm serious. She's always been.
Mom has been the girl boss. And
No, I have. It was just. Anyway, my sister and I, we're two totally different people. So
Are you
as
telling me
grow-
that I need to go get I love yous for my Merlin?
No, that's
I'm
not-
saying, Mom's
no.
not telling me she loves me.
No,
So-
that's not
You
what I'm
don't-
saying.
you don't
I'm
wanna
just
hear him,
saying,
Charity.
as you grow as a parent or as you grow as an individual, you do get to understand people's love languages. And so what one child needed, the other may not
What is
have
my love
needed.
language?
But we never
Actually,
knew that you
tell-
knew
what
that.
what are our love languages, Mom? No, she just said you get to know. Okay, so I want to know.
What's my love?
What is it? No. Mom, you have to tell us what our love language is.
I couldn't
I think,
tell.
okay, I'm going to guess.
Kamisha and Janae, they want stuff. Mama wants
No.
stuff.
Mom
No.
wants stuff.
Mom
Janae,
is
you want
gifts.
stuff.
No, I don't want
Kamisha-
I don't want gifts. I want you to listen to me. I want to feel like you've actually
Oh yeah,
heard,
Janae wants to be included. You can say that.
heard me what I'm saying and then listen. And then whatever it is, if I said I'm tired, then that means you brought home dinner. If I don't really need stuff.
Charity, what's yours? I couldn't
Charity's
get-
affirmation. She just said it.
Words?
Yes.
She doesn't like him. She takes it so awkwardly.
But that's
But
what
she still wants it. I like stuff. I like gifts. I've actually taken the 5 love language, and mine is words of affirmation. You have to tell me, oh, I love your hair. Oh my God, you look so pretty. I love your outfit. This time, knew Mom loved me. She used to always take me to like children's plays and Sackowitz and Bloomingdale's.
So you were like, she really loves me. She's taking me to the mall.
I think I'm the same way. I think I'm more about words.
I think I'm worse too.
Yeah,
am I?
materials do nothing for me. 'cause
What
I
was
can buy
y'all-
that
what was
myself.
y'all
I think
guess?
mine is more time. When people spend time with me.
Jordan
Jordan
is
time.
Jordan is gifts.
Yeah, Jordan wants stuff
And
too.
affirmation.
Yeah.
because if
Give
you-
some
like
affirmation.
stuff.
Yes.
Jordan wants stuff.
I
What's
think-
JJ? JJ's very quiet. Like I asked him what he want for Christmas, he didn't have nothing.
Jaden is affirmation and showing up for him. Like you don't have. He just wants you to be there for him, support him,
Right.
Too.
all of that.
Hey, Marlon, what is yours?
Oh, hers is definitely affirmation.
Affirmation. Yeah, Merlin's is very easy.
No
affirmation.
one is ever.
What's that?
What do you
That-
think mine is?
We already said getting
Stuff. You want
stuff.
things.
That's all you worry about.
You know that we love you. We took time to go buy you.
Dad just wants time. Dad wants us to be
Dad
around.
wants time.
Oh, that's all Dad wants.
What am I then?
So,
I don't like
well,
bringing
what,
people
but
around.
so nobody here thinks that I need affirmation.
No.
No, because you tell yourself
Tell yourself.
whatever you want to tell yourself.
What-
She talked to herself.
What did she used to tell us? She didn't want cards.
I
She
didn't.
wanted
No,
to look.
I'm not.
So
I'm
that's
not.
affirmation.
I'm not. No, I'm not a sentimental person.
Like you didn't want
I'm
flowers
not a
and now you want
traditional
flowers?
person. But everybody has an opportunity to change, right?
Okay, but
So
when
what do
you
you
are you
think-
gonna tell us
Everyone,
about this change?
like, yeah, I love flowers.
Since when? Y'all should have seen my Aunt Marilyn's face. She even would. Somebody lying. Hold on.
Somebody
Somebody
lying.
lying.
any flowers. I don't want any flowers.
hate
Don't
flowers.
She don't want. She don't want.
No.
Give it a phone. Give it to Dad. Dad, what, Dad? What happened?
When we first got married, she wanted flowers, cards, and then one year I was having a really rough time, so I went to Walmart, and it was from the heart, and I bought her a flower. You got this from Walmart. Don't you ever bring me a flower from Walmart. And it was from the heart.
That's
That sounds just like
terrible.
mom.
That-
Because mom likes stuff.
Do not believe Mark Evans. Mark Evans.
Yes, it
no,
happened.
no.
I am a living witness.
Let me.
It happened.
No, I'm
think I
gonna do
remember
this.
that too.
Hold on, I'm gonna do
Hold
a
on,
disclaimer on that. Anybody is old enough to listen to this broadcast. If you're not, go look at Green Acres, and then you understand what I'm getting ready to say.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Marcus Senior is Oliver. And I am Lisa. And Marcus, no. Marcus Senior will bring things. We were having a disagreement one time, and he went and got Kamisha's Barney suitcase
he had
and
an
started
argument.
walking out the door with it like he was leaving. So that's what he tries to make me laugh. So when he brought those flowers home, I thought he was kidding. I did. I thought he was kidding. And I was like, "Don't you ever bring me nothing home from Walmart?"
She was mad.
I
y'all.
was not.
She was mad.
I was not.
She was mad. She just feels bad now, but she was mad. She was bad.
All right, before y'all answer this, how do y'all think Dad got Mama? Charity, you start.
Honestly,
I know.
roll the dice, luck. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, mom must have been like, you know how, like, mom looks like she likes projects. And she's like, how can I help him? And that's how it happened.
No.
Janae,
I agree.
Dad was clean when we were like, Dad was
Dad
clean.
used to wear Wranglers with hush puppy shoes, the
big belt, the big belt.
the big buckle. And I agree. I think Mom looked at him. He had a Jerry curl, and she was like, "I bet you I can change him into this person," and it didn't work.
No, but listen, this is what I've always thought, because Dad is like such a nice person. Well, you know, he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? But he's crazy and goofy. But I think Mom just went through so much like bad relationships, and Dad was like totally different. It's like,
Right.
Oh,
I
that could
like
be a good
him.
one.
I,
All
really-
right.
I think that's what it was.
Let's give
He
Dad.
was a nice guy, because my dad was a drunk.
It's all good.
Pass the
We're
mic.
uncut.
We're back
All
to
right,
therapy
Dad,
session.
Dad, you give yours, and then we will give Mom's final answer. Go.
Kamisha pretty much hit it on the nose. But most of all, she was very pretty.
Oh, he can sing too, guys.
Oh yeah, he can sing too.
She's a pretty woman back in the day.
On the song.
And she's still, I didn't mean it like that. She's still a beautiful
So what
woman.
did you do to get her?
She was out of his league.
Like, where'd y'all meet?
We met at church.
And then what did you do?
She was, I just said,
What
no,
did she dating somebody? And you
I
crept
think
in
she
on
was
her?
going, I think she was searching for something. And I saw that these guys she were approaching was after the wrong thing.
what was they after?
What was you giving out church? And then what happened?
Don't get shot now, June Speaks.
Was that right?
We want the short answer.
Short answer.
There's not a short answer. Marcus and I were friends, and I think that's something that I had never had before in a relationship. And I try to tell girls that you have to be friends with a person.
I said you gotta be friends first.
You gotta be friends. You gotta be friends. So I had been through some previous bad marriage and very poor relationships. And so all of my friends back then were guys. All of my friends were guys. And so Marcus was one of my friends. And that's really how we started today. We were just talking about another relationship that I had just decided to get away from. Good guy, just wasn't great for me. And then Marcus and I just started talking. That's it. He was just a really nice guy.
And then she came home. And then she came home one day and said, "Hey guys, to meet Charity. I mean, me, Kamisha, and Jamon. Hey guys, I'm getting married in February."
What?
And then that
were
middle,
like in third
the middle
grade.
child over there, Kimmy, kind of stole my heart too.
Me and Jamon were spoiled, as he used to say. Spoiled kids.
Can I want to say to all the guys out there, go for the girl who's out your league. Trust me. If you think she's out your league, it's gonna work. Like, just trust me.
It always works.
All you do is be scared. Like, they be really scared. Like, trust me. If she looks like she out your league, you just do it. Trust. It works every time.
I think so too. I think it
Because
always
a lot
does.
of guys honestly are scared to approach the girl in person. Like, girls get DMs all day, but to actually approach a girl, a lot of guys are scared. So you approach the girls out your league, it's gonna work. Trust
I
me.
agree.
Every time.
Yeah, we hit it with something.
No,
Somebody last night came up to me and was like, "Hey, I don't want your number. I just want to tell you you're beautiful." And I was like, "Okay."
That's corny.
Yeah,
That's
like,
corny. See?
Then what?
If we would approach with what would have worked on you, Charity? What works on Charity?
She's funny. She wants somebody to be
Somebody
funny.
has to, they have to make me laugh.
They gotta be.
I said, my friends call me Trey, but you can call me tonight. And she fell out laughing.
Okay, all right,
that's new.
all right.
Okay, that's
How old are
new.
you again?
That's new.
It worked. It worked. It was funny.
But yeah, was that it? Is that how y'all met?
No,
what was the first
nuh-uh.
date?
Well, the first day was the first day was the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
Yeah.
big baller.
No, it was like that was the big thing back then.
Black
Yeah,
Eyed
it
Peas
really
still
was.
is good, but they all gone now.
Yeah, it was. I think they were just new on the scene. It was over on Preston Road, and I didn't really think there was a date.
And then it was
we
just-
didn't call it was a date.
Then me and Charity came.
That
No,
aggressed really
after
quickly.
we got married. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but after we got married, but we are different. We are very uniquely different because Marcus did come from a single parent home with how many siblings?
8.
8 or 9 siblings or whatever. And then we were very much upper middle class. And so it was a different world. Seriously. Like they shopped back in the day, Sack and Save, and we shopped in Tom Thumb. Or what was it, Maryland? Simon David. Simon David.
What is
Simon Davis it was just an upscale. It's kind of like Tom Thumb.
Trying to say she was
They
bougie,
had
y'all.
Bad and bougie.
no. I mean, they lived on a very tight budget, and we didn't have a budget. It was 4 siblings, and we all had our own shopping carts that was filled to the brim for whatever we
So
wanted.
you saying opposites attract, basically.
It was opposite did attract.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
did.
think that can work on me. I don't
Well,
think.
we've been married 30-something years.
Mom and dad are like Whitley and Dwayne.
Y'all are giving a lot of
Yeah.
old references to. I know who they are.
Yeah, y'all need to like watch TV in the modern day.
SpongeBob and
Lucy and Ricky.
well, anyway, I think that's pretty much all. What time? We at 45 minutes. It's the longest one I've ever done.
He never normally goes past 7 minutes.
Yeah, I try to keep it at 7 minutes. But I know I think my sister and my mama want to start. My mom and my sisters want to start a podcast. Y'all figured out a name for it yet?
We're close. We're getting
Yeah, we're gonna get close. We're gonna do a whole
No,
release.
we have the name.
Heartbeats.
We have the name Charity. Why can't I go to the movies?
My mama
with
keeps
you?
asking about this movie.
No,
I
she
don't
needs
understand.
to answer the question.
We'll talk about it. So y'all let's tune into our podcast whenever we have it all ready. We're gonna let Marcus know, and then he'll let y'all know how to find us on everything.
Okay, yeah. Once again, my name is DJ Trey Nice. That's at DJ_TREYNICE. You can follow me on there. Don't have your girl follow me.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know how we rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charity,
Oh my God, it's DJ Trey Nice.
sign off, Charity.
All right. Well, I'm out of here. This your girl Charity E. You can find me on Instagram at the Charity E.
Go ahead, Janae.
out.
Sign off. You gonna give?
Who are you? I'm Tay Boogie.
That's my sister Janae.
Don't follow me on social media.
Okay.
It's your girl Misha _08, the #1 special events promoter, planner.
What's the company?
Tickle Pink Event Planning. They know what it is. Come on, man.
I'm Jordan.
That's my niece.
You can find her at Jordan the Light Skin.
Oh, is that her name for real?
Oh, she said that's her spam page.
Oh, okay. And mom?
Started off June Speaks.
June Speaks, and you do what? What's your company name?
Oh, I have two. So it's June Speaks, and then one I Metro High School Girls Treasured Ladies Club.
Okay, and then Pops.
Marky Baby Senior signing off. Just look forward to my new release, Something to Sing About, in 2020.
Something to Sing About has been coming out since I was little. What is
I'm
it?
writing this. I'm supposed to be.
Since 85.
I am. Me and Fonzo are supposed to be working on the song for my dad, and we're gonna do that. But yeah, this was the Lucky Day podcast, a lot longer, family edition. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Y'all clap it up. Like.